Hello and welcome back to Mindblown 10-Minute Curiosity, the channel where we dive deep into the questions that make you say, I wonder. Today, we're tackling a question that's at the very core of our channel and, in fact, at the core of being human. Why are we so curious? What is this insatiable itch, this deep-seated need to know, to explore, and to understand? Let's find out. Have you ever fallen down an internet rabbit hole, clicking from one link to the next, suddenly realizing it is and you are now an expert on the migratory patterns of Arctic terns? Or maybe you're the type to take apart a pen just to see how it works. That feeling, that compelling urge, is curiosity. It's not just a personality quirk. It's a fundamental driving force of our species, sculpted by millions of years of evolution. To understand why, let's travel back in time. Imagine our early ancestors on the vast African savanna. The world was full of unknowns. Some were opportunities, others were threats. Which rustle in the grass is a harmless rabbit, and which is a saber-toothed tiger? Which strange new plant is a source of food, and which is poisonous? In this environment, survival wasn't just about being the strongest or fastest. It was about being the smartest. Curiosity was the ultimate survival tool. The individuals who were driven to explore their surroundings, to investigate new sounds, and to understand the patterns of their environment were more likely to find food, water, and safe shelter. They learned to predict where predators might be, how seasons changed, and which tools worked best. This information-seeking behavior gave them a massive evolutionary advantage. The curious survived, thrived, and passed on their genes and with them, the trait of curiosity. So, you could say our curiosity is an echo of our ancestors' need to map out their world. But it's not just about survival. It's also deeply tied to our brain's reward system. Modern neuroscience gives us a peek under the hood. When we learn something new, when we satisfy a curiosity, our brain releases dopamine. Yes, the same neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, motivation, and reward, the one you get from eating a delicious meal or achieving a goal. This is why learning feels good. Our brain literally rewards us for seeking information. Think of it as evolution's way of giving us a little pat on the back, saying, "Good job, keep exploring, keep learning." This is useful. This dopamine kick creates a self-reinforcing loop. The more we learn, the better it feels, and the more we want to learn. It is what drives a scientist to spend years chasing a single discovery and what keeps you watching videos like this one. Psychologists often talk about two main types of curiosity. The first is diversive curiosity. This is that broad, novelty-seeking impulse. It's the feeling of, "What's that?" It makes us scan our environment, scroll through our social media feeds, and click on intriguing headlines. It's shallow but wide, helping us stay aware of what's happening around us. The second type is specific curiosity or epistemic curiosity. This is the deep dive. It kicks in when we realize there is a gap in our knowledge about something specific we find interesting. It's not just, "What's that?" but "How does it work?" and "Why is it that way?" This is the kind of curiosity that fuels deep learning, scientific inquiry, and genuine expertise. It is the force that drives us from knowing a little about a lot of things to knowing a lot about one thing. Our brains are essentially information-seeking machines. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for complex thought, planning, and decision-making, plays a huge role. It helps us direct our curiosity, to formulate questions, and to integrate new information with what we already know. When we encounter something that doesn't fit our existing understanding of the world, our brain flags it. This creates a state of cognitive dissonance, an itch that we desperately want to scratch by finding the missing piece of the puzzle. Think about how we learn as children. A child's world is a constant stream of why questions. Why is the sky blue? Why do birds fly? Why can't I eat crayons? This isn't just to annoy their parents. It's the most powerful learning mechanism in existence. Children are pure, unfiltered curiosity machines. They are constantly building their mental models of the world, and every question fills in another blank. This intense curiosity in childhood is what allows for the rapid acquisition of language, social norms, and physical skills. As we get older, sometimes our curiosity can get a little suppressed. We're told to stop asking so many questions, to focus, to stick to the curriculum. But the drive is still there. In fact, nurturing our curiosity throughout our lives is linked to better mental well-being, greater creativity, and even a longer, healthier life. People who stay curious are constantly engaged with the world. They build new neural pathways, and they are more adaptable to change. Curiosity is also the engine of all human progress. Every invention, every discovery, every piece of art started with a question. What if we could fly? Led to the airplane. What if we could talk to someone far away? Led to the telephone. What causes disease? Led to modern medicine. Our collective curiosity has taken us from caves to the moon. It's what drives us to explore the deepest oceans and the farthest reaches of space. We are a species defined by our relentless pursuit of what's next. But is there a downside? Sometimes, unchecked curiosity can lead us to take unnecessary risks. It's the curiosity killed the cat scenario. Our desire for information can sometimes override our sense of caution. This is the same impulse that makes us rubberneck at an accident or get drawn into gossip. It's a powerful force, and like any powerful force, it needs to be channeled constructively. However, the benefits overwhelmingly outweigh the risks. In our modern world, the savannah has been replaced by the internet. And the predators are now things like misinformation and information overload. But the fundamental tool for navigating this new landscape is the same: curiosity. A curious mind is a critical mind. It doesn't just passively accept information, it asks questions. Is this source reliable? What's the evidence? What's the other side of the story? In an age of information, the ability to be skillfully curious is more important than ever. So, the next time you find yourself wondering about something, no matter how random or trivial it seems, embrace it. That feeling is the legacy of millions of years of evolution. It's your brain's reward system pushing you to grow. It's the same spark that ignited the minds of Einstein, Marie Curie, and Leonardo da Vinci. It's the very essence of what makes us human. Our need to know isn't a flaw. It's our greatest superpower. It's what built the world we live in and what will shape the world of tomorrow. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us here at Mindblown 10-Minute Curiosity. If you enjoyed this journey into the human mind, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next exploration. Keep asking questions and stay curious. I am Venant. See you next time.